about to get started, so if you could please make your way into your vehicles. You're supposed to be in your vehicles as per some of our restrictions and regulations, so everyone please, if you would take a seat in your cars. Good evening. Typically, we would ask you to rise for the playing of the national anthem. We mean no disrespect to the flag or our nation, but due to the restrictions of our current situation, we politely and regretfully ask you to sit at attention in your vehicles while Senior Cody Emery sings the national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I was hoping we wouldn't get to that for a while, but I get it. I've been telling our staff for a number of weeks that I've ordered mid-70s temperatures. We got that, and low humidity. That was not delivered. As you were honking, let's kind of set some ground rules. I have no problem with that, but when we're calling the names, and I'll talk about this later, try to keep it to 2 quick bursts so that someone's name doesn't get overshadowed, especially later. Typically, I'm joined on stage by class officers, speakers, board members, and other district officials. But due to the restrictions tonight, you just get me. We do have all the speeches and things that we usually have, but they've been pre-recorded to make sure that we are in compliance with the regulations that we have to follow. They'll be played on the video monitor or streaming at home, wherever you may be. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Brian Troop, Superintendent at Ephrata Area School District.
Good evening. My name is Brian Troop, and I'm the proud superintendent of the Ephrata Area School District. I want to thank all of you for being here this evening and for your ongoing flexibility, patience, and support through this closure. I have been humbled by the way our community has stepped up to help recognize seniors and support the needs of our families and our other students throughout these unprecedented times. I have to admit, as my cabin fever hit a peak high a few weeks ago, when we finally decided upon this Cars version of graduation, the Pixar Cars puns and corny dad jokes really started to flow. I thought I could easily work in some lessons learned by Lightning McQueen, and I even started practicing my Mater voice. But luckily for you and for me, I have some good people around me who said, hold on, you're the superintendent, this is graduation, it's time for a more serious message. So here you go. Parents, it has been an honor for our school district to educate your children over the years and get them ready for their next chapter in their life. It is a responsibility that we at Ephrata Area School District take seriously. It is even in our mission statement to have all students be inspired to reach their full potential. In order to inspire all students, we must first motivate each one towards their individual goals in life, toward what they hope to become. In order to have students reach their full potential, we identified a collection of knowledge, skills, and dispositions that go beyond what can be easily measured on a standardized test, but are important for success in life. We call this collection our Life Ready Graduate Profile. Over the past few years, we have been aligning district programs, curriculum, and resources toward the traits of the Life Ready Graduate Profile. One way we prepare students with these traits is to include real-life experiences into our coursework. While there's more to be done on this topic, we are encouraged by the initial progress we have seen and continue to design opportunities that blur the lines between traditional classroom instruction and real-life learning experiences. This brings me to our current situation tonight. We find ourselves marking the end of a 3-month school closure at the very end of our seniors' year. This may be the ultimate real-life learning experience for all of us. In no way do I mean to minimize the horrible pandemic that has affected millions and has taken the lives of hundreds of thousands worldwide. We continue to respond as a nation, state, county, and local community to reduce the impact and support each other through these challenging times. This has changed so many parts of our daily life and has caused us to rethink so many of the events we might have taken for granted. None of you deserve to lose all of those end of senior year moments. None of you asked to finish all of your schoolwork online. And none of you planned to enter post-high school world that is in such disarray. While we hope and pray that the world will never see another pandemic, there will be other interruptions that each of us will encounter. There may be a career path that gets derailed by a change in the economy or a new technology that disrupts the job market. There may be opportunities that were given to someone else instead of you. There may be relationships that don't go the way you had hoped. The harsh reality is that this pandemic is not the last thing that is both out of your control and will change a part of your life. The good news is you can choose how to react. You can recognize these detours as chances to reinvent your path and possibly alter your destination. By being forced out of the known, we get to discover the unknown and reconnect with what is most important to us. Chances are, over the last few months, you've had to exercise your fair share of critical thinking, problem solving, technology proficiency, creativity, resilience, responsibility, and grit. All components of the Life Ready Graduate profile, and all traits that you will continue to rely on throughout your life. You have proven, perhaps more than any other graduating class in our district's history, that you are ready for the future, that you are life ready. In closing, my hope for each of you is to recognize what you've accomplished over the last 13 years and what you've overcome in the last 12 weeks. Take stock in the fact that you persevered when you encountered a road closed sign and found a way to get here. I promise your success in life will be determined not as much by how many roadblocks you encounter, but rather how you choose to respond when obstacles come your way. Class of 2020, tonight is your checkered flag moment. Tonight, you get to take a victory lap. And tonight, unlike a car race, there is room for every one of you in the winner's circle. Congratulations to the class of 2020. May you continue to reach your goals in life while never forgetting to enjoy the ride. Thank you, and go Mounts.
Let's work on that. Let's work on that. 2 quick bursts, everyone. 2 quick ones and stop, please. Go for it. All right. We got to coordinate that a little better. We'll get there. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce Jocelyn Umana, class president for the senior class of 2020.
Good evening. On behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to welcome everyone to our not so normal, but normal for this time, graduation. Thank you to all the families, friends, and staff for supporting us through this adventure as we work toward this moment. A big thank you to the administration and anyone involved in making this one-of-a-kind graduation possible. Lastly, a special thank you to my family for being by my side through everything. Our adventure all began on August 29th, 2016. We walked into the doors of the high school as freshmen to begin our journey, and at that time, a journey that would take forever. I was lucky enough to have my sister and cousin in the high school with me, but I am sure some of us knew absolutely no one. Listening to our older friends about which classes to take, which classes to not take, and the cool teachers who were a lot of fun. Fast forward 4 years, and here I stand with such a smart, talented, diverse, athletic, musically inclined, and in my opinion, the most school-spirited since our freshman year graduating class. Our last year of high school, we looked forward to all the perks of being seniors, being considered the big dogs of the high school, arriving late and leaving early, just making the most of our last year of high school. Senior year means knowing that each school event is the last time doing something with the people we've been with for the last 4 years. The last few months of senior year is when all the fun is supposed to happen. Our class trip, our senior prom, and our Ephrata outdoor graduation tradition on the War Memorial Field. Unfortunately, it may have felt that our adventure was cut short on Friday, March 13th. The first week that we were not at school probably felt good, a little vacation for us. Along came the next week, and for some of us, this was probably the first time saying we actually wanted to be at school. As much as school seemed like a drag sometimes, walking through the halls every day and seeing familiar faces was such a gift. We all play a different role in each other's adventure. Maybe a classmate, maybe a teammate, or maybe just a smiling face passing in the hall. Our high school adventure may have not ended the way we had hoped. Some of us were not able to play in our last sports seasons. Others couldn't take the stage one last time. All of us were unable to attend classes one last time in order to celebrate the culmination of our adventure. It has been an honor to have this crazy 4-year adventure with all of you. Our class motto is from the Disney Pixar movie Up. Thanks for the adventure, now go have a new one. Thank you, and let's give it up for the class of 2020.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, students, honored guests. My name is Scott Galen, and a very proud principal of Ephrata High School. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us for the 125th commencement exercises of Ephrata High School. Whether you're here in cars, viewing online, or on Blue Ridge Cable, it's great to have you with us to honor the class of 2020. I want to step aside for a minute and go off script. What an amazing sight this is. I get the unique perspective of being the one up here and seeing more than 250 cars all pointed at me. It's like the greatest auto auction we have here, but what an incredible sight to have all of you here with us this evening. It's different, it's unique, but it's beautiful. So thank you. As we just stated, the motto for the class of 2020 is thanks for the adventure, now go have a new one. When the seniors chose this earlier in the year, little did they know, or anyone know, the strange adventure that this school year would become. Unfortunately, we've been on an adventure that no one wanted or signed up for. The class of 2020 has experienced a great deal of loss, and not just over the last 3 months. In 8th grade, you lost a classmate, Jack Wampler. While that was difficult, you showed tremendous resilience. A number of you in the class of 2020 were impacted so much that you wanted to see change and became very involved in our Arvitam Club, bringing awareness to mental health issues. You faced a difficult situation and over time ended up leading sessions for our teachers, sharing at the state capitol, and impacting many others in ways that you will never fully know. Thank you to those of you who have been actively involved in Arvitam the last 4 years. I could go on to list the things that the class of 2020 has missed out on since the middle of March. It's very difficult, I apologize. You've missed out on a lot. But rather than focus on what you've lost, I want to look at the manner in which you and your community responded. I in no way want to minimize the sense of grieving, but I saw student athletes who, despite great disappointment, showed incredible maturity in recognizing there are things beyond their control. Students reach out to one another for support and to help each other. Parents and members of the community went out of their way to make this year special with adopting a senior, coordinating special events and gifts. And if you haven't already checked, there are a couple of items in there from the community in your grad bag. There are 2 components of the Life Ready Graduate Profile that I'd like to highlight tonight. One is adaptability, and the other is resilience and grit. One who has adaptability has an ability to recognize and react to challenges and changing circumstances, and they will lead to higher levels of success in reaching one's goal in all areas of life. Yeah, class of 2020, you've been adaptable. One who is resilient and has grit understands that there are things beyond one's control. They develop plans for success and recovers from temporary setbacks along the way, along the path forward. Class of 2020, you have shown grit and resilience. In a world that at times appears to have gone crazy, you will need adaptability, resilience, and grit. Life will throw curveballs at you and provide unexpected circumstances. Members of the class of 2020, you have what it takes to bounce back. You've already shown that. When one is faced with setbacks, there is nothing like having good friends and family to be there for you when you're in need. Cherish those relationships and don't take them for granted. Tell the people who care about you how much you love them and appreciate them. Don't miss out on an opportunity to say thank you. As I close my remarks, I'd like to share that when I first heard the class motto several months ago, the farewell scene from the Lord of the Rings trilogy actually came to mind. As Gandalf says goodbye to the hobbits, to his hobbit friends, he speaks these words: "Farewell, my brave hobbits. My work is now finished. Here at last, at the shore of the sea, comes the end of our fellowship." This year ended prematurely in so many ways. A graduation is often seen as an ending, and a graduation does mark the end of fellowship for so many. As the members of the class of 2020, you'll move on in many directions as your career paths take you in a variety of places. But we actually prefer to refer to it as a commencement exercise. Commencement means to begin or to start. I prefer to look at it through the eyes of Bilbo in that scene from Lord of the Rings, when he says, "I think I'm quite ready for another adventure." Class of 2020, remember where you came from. Remember with fondness the good times and the people who impacted you in positive ways. Thank you for the adventure that I and our staff have been able to be a part of for you. Now go and have a new one. At this time, we'd like to recognize some individuals and student groups from the class of 2020. As a result of excellent academic performance over 4 years of high school, 2 students have earned special recognition. First, this year's salutatorian. The student who has earned the academic rank of number 2 in the class of 2020 with a weighted GPA of 4.633 is Khalid Brelvi. Normally, we would ask Khalid to stand to be recognized. This year, I'm asking that you flash your lights or give us a quick honk for the Brelvi family. Congratulations. This year's valedictorian, the student who has earned the rank of number 1 in the class of 2020 with a weighted GPA of 4.672 is Catherine Schwartz. Schwartz family, would you please flash your high beams so you can be recognized? Congratulations on this tremendous accomplishment. The first group of students that we'd like to recognize is made up of those who chose to do a little more during their junior and senior year, and they earned the Life Ready Graduate Certificate. There are 48 seniors who maintained a 98% attendance rate, maintained a strong GPA, participated in either extracurricular activities, volunteered in their community, or held a job during school. And they completed some additional coursework in personal finance and civics. With the drivers of those 48 cars, please flash your lights to be recognized. Congratulations. This evening, 60 of our seniors are wearing blue and gold honor cords. This identifies the membership of the Ephrata Area School District chapter of the National Honor Society. Would the National Honor Society members please flash their high beams to be recognized? Congratulations. The next group of students to be recognized this evening is a group of students who chose to leave the high school and move on to the Lancaster County Career and Technology Centers. It isn't easy to make a decision to leave a school that you're familiar with during one's senior year. But this group of students chose to pursue career education opportunities, and we salute them for their difficult yet mature career decision. Would the 44 Ephrata Career and Technology Center seniors please flash their high beams to be recognized? Our next distinguished group of seniors are wearing multicolored tassels representing their membership and the National Art Honor Society. With the 17 honored senior members of National Art Honor Society, please flash their high beams to be recognized. Congratulations. The 18 senior members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society are wearing a pink cord, signifying their membership in this group. With the senior members of Tri-M, please flash their high beams. Congratulations. We have 22 seniors representing the German Honor Society. They are wearing black, red, and gold cords this evening. With the members of the German Honor Society, please flash your high beams. Congratulations. We have 10 seniors wearing red and gold honor cords, representing the Spanish Honor Society. Would the members of the Spanish Honor Society please flash their lights to be recognized? Congratulations to you. In a newer honor society, we have 7 seniors wearing green, purple, and gold cords representing the Science National Honor Society. Would the members of the Science Honor Society please flash their lights to be recognized? Congratulations. There's one final group that I think deserves recognition this evening. It's the members of the Ephrata Area School District family, assisting in various capacities this evening. And some of them are waiting up at the War Memorial Field to cheer you on a little bit later. We have school board members, faculty, and staff. Would the members of the EASD team, please, wherever you are, stand and give a big wave? They definitely deserve a honk. All right. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to our students. The maintenance staff and the technology staff had unique challenges this year, things that they've never had to do before, and they've done a phenomenal job. I want to thank them for their incredible work, as well as Straight Productions for making tonight possible. Thank you, guys. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce tonight's student speakers. Speaking this evening will be Carol Gerges, Loy Wynn, and class valedictorian Catherine Schwartz.
Adventure. A noun defined as an unusual and exciting, typically hazardous experience or activity. I get a feeling a majority would agree with the hazardous part. While the standard definition is as stated, I believe the word itself holds a meaning susceptible to a variation of definitions. Essentially, adventure is an experience in which we witness times of success, failure, and growth. Upon contemplating the time spent together, I realized that the greatest adventure I've embarked on was that of which I began on July 21st, 2009, an adventure that emphasized the true meaning of unconditional love and undoubting sacrifice. On July 21st, 2009, my family and I immigrated to the United States of America, leaving a home, a family, a life behind in our home country, Egypt. Aspiring to live a life of opportunity, we were faced with a variety of cultural barriers in the United States, including those of adopting the language and connecting with others. However, individuals whose support and guidance encouraged us to persevere enabled us to assimilate effortlessly. As the renowned author Susanna Kersley once said, I believe there are no random meetings in our lives, that everyone we touch who touches us has been put in our path for a reason. It is my belief of such with each of you. It is because of you that I have had the opportunity to live a life of chances, a life consisting of procrastinating to complete the project due the next day, of studying tirelessly for the test next period, and of cheering endlessly for the next touchdown. It is because of you that I have had the opportunity to live a life of adventure where I walk out the door each day without an ounce of regret. Together, we have experienced moments of pure happiness and utter loss. We have experienced a bittersweet and memorable adventure. As we celebrate the lessons we have learned and the moments we have treasured, I ask you, how will you allow this adventure to define you? Experiencing adventure is remembering the memories behind us, aiming for the dreams before us, and acknowledging the loved ones surrounding us. It is because of the devoted pair of individuals I am proud to have as parents that I have had the opportunity to live a life of possibilities. A pair who have built a house where the floor is made up of strength, where the walls are crafted of passion, and where the roof is a masterpiece of ambition. My parents have shown me the true essence of sacrifice, perseverance, and strength. Together, they've built a house that has become a place of joy in times of celebration. Together, they've built a house that has become a place of solace in times of difficulty. Together, they've built a home. Mom, Dad, I can only express my gratitude by saying شكراً على كل حاجة انتوا عملتوها عشاننا وبتعملوها. وأنا وعدكم إن دايماً أرفع راسكم. بحبكم. Thank you for everything that you do for us, and I promise to make you proud always. I love you. As a class, we also have built a home within EHS full of adventure, an experience where we have explored moments of success, failure, and growth with lifelong friends. While today marks the conclusion of an unforgettable experience, I don't believe our journey together has reached an end. In fact, I believe it has just begun. Graduates, I thank you all for this unforgettable, meaningful adventure as I wish you luck in your new one.
Hello teachers, parents, and fellow students. I am beyond thankful to be giving a speech in front of you today. I remember it was the first day of freshman year. My friends and I were all waiting for the bell to ring in the cafeteria to dismiss us to our homeroom. We were all reminiscing on how we had finally made it to high school, and I remember looking over at my 14-year-old friend Khalid and said, "Wow, I guess this officially makes us old now, huh?" At such a young age, I had no idea how much of an impact high school would have on the growth and development of our lives. Over the past 4 years, we have made an abundance of different memories. Some were good, and some were not so good. As a freshman, I remember everyone used to love getting into debates about random topics. For example, did anyone ever figure out if water was wet? Or does anyone still play with their fidget spinners? When I was a 10th grader, our robotics team qualified for the state competition, and I remember how ecstatic we were on the van ride home. During my junior year, Ephrata held their every 15 minutes assembly, and I was beyond blessed to be chosen as a participant. It was one of the saddest yet most rewarding experiences of my life that impacted all of us. For the first day of school this year, my friends and I stayed up all night just so we could go and see the sunrise at 6 in the morning. While sitting on the bench at the Akron Park, I marveled at how perfect the moment was. Just a group of childhood friends, laughing, talking, and simply enjoying each other's company. In that moment, not a single one of us had any worries, any problems, nor any hardships. While sitting there, I realized how important it was to spend time and make memories with our friends. Each one acts like a checkpoint on an expedition through high school, and they're important for when we get older and want to remember the good times. After the endless hours we have spent together, it feels as if we have endured our own adventure. We encountered mountains where we soared above and beyond expectations. We aced that test we thought we were going to fail, spent time hanging out and having fun with friends, or scored a date with that person when we thought we didn't stand a chance. Life had never felt better, and everything was running smoothly. On the other hand, we encountered the deepest of troughs and ditches, times when our minds were clouded with the unbearable thoughts of doubt, rejection, and fear. Maybe we didn't do so hot on the test. Maybe someone close passed away. Or maybe we were stuck in our houses for a long period of time, bored out of our minds because of a virus. Regardless, times like these help us discover our true identities, summoning motivation from deep within to keep persevering through the tough times. In a sense, we have endured many obstacles to those one must endure on a long journey. The dilemma with journeys, though, is that people tend to crave the ending far too much. Most people think once they reach their destination, they will be happier than when they started the expedition, but this is the wrong mindset to have. The purpose of an adventure is not determined by where it ends, but by how far one has come. The video games that so many of us play are also filled with adventure. We don't play video games because we think they will make us happier once we finish it. Quite the contrary, the ending may actually be the worst part, because playing the game and going through the storyline is what we enjoy the most. Or when we watch a TV series, we become nostalgic or sad once it finishes, because watching the characters grow and evolve throughout the story was the most enjoyable part. Life is not about reaching some final destination. It is about enjoying the journey that got us there. After all, the journey is the best part. For my fellow peers, we have climbed, soared, and overcome a plethora of obstacles that helped us discover our niche and our identity in this world. While our adventure at Ephrata High School may have felt like a giant chapter in our autobiographies through life, it is only one of many you will all encounter in your future endeavors. Remember to cherish every step, stay strong through every adversity, and keep reaching for greatness. To all the amazing friends and comrades from our class of 2020, thanks for the adventure. Now go have a new one.
Good evening and welcome to faculty, family, friends, and classmates. First, I'm incredibly honored to be named Valedictorian of Ephrata High School's class of 2020. I've noticed that achieving a prestigious title like Valedictorian often causes people to marvel at the individual's intelligence and effort. Although it is a great personal accolade, in my experience, I've been given too much credit. I want to say thank you to my parents, teachers, family, and friends, because this accomplishment is a direct result of the support and guidance I've received. In the fall of 2013, I was a shy homeschooler when I was encouraged to join public school as a 6th grader. As I toured the halls of Ephrata Intermediate School, I kept hearing teachers praising the class of 2020. Over and over, teachers raved about this class's brilliance, friendliness, resilience, and kindness. I can confirm that these qualities and many more have remained true over time, and I'm happy to be associated with this class's excellent reputation. Our class motto is, "Thanks for the adventure, now go have a new one." Adventure is defined as an unusual or exciting, typically hazardous experience or activity. Our class motto was selected before we encountered a global pandemic, but I would consider the past few months to be the most unusual of my life. Seniors, I know we all wanted a memorable final year of high school, but none of us envisioned a disease preventing us from attending the last marking period of the year. This season in our lives is an opportunity for us to embody the dispositions I heard about in 6th grade and embrace our unique graduation. Although our physical school year was cut short, we can choose to express gratitude for everything we've had the privilege to experience rather than dwelling on the disappointment over missed events. Instead of mourning the loss of our special senior events, our class has been able to experience new traditions, like being honored on social media, participating in an Adopt a Senior Facebook page, displaying a personalized senior yard sign, and having the first ever Ephrata Area School District drive-in graduation ceremony. After graduation, we will all follow different paths, whether it's entering the workforce, pursuing further education, or serving our country through the military. Regardless of where you're headed, I know you will all carry the wonderful characteristics I heard about when I entered 6th grade. I wish you all success and happiness as you pursue your goals. Thank you for listening, and thank you for the adventure.
Adventure.
Dr. Troop, Ephrata Area School District Board of Education, I certify that these seniors have met the requirements for graduation for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I am pleased to officially present the class of 2020. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Richard Gaiman, President of the Ephrata Area School Board of Education.
Good evening, students, staff, administration, and parents. In December of last year, I began my first term as school board president. I had the honor and privilege of following in the footsteps of Tim Steyer. I also felt I had the support to make a smooth transition. Little did I know what I would face 4 months later. Like the graduating class of 2020, I am stepping into new responsibilities with many unknowns. I thought my first year would be a smooth transition, and I would have an opportunity to learn the ropes and get familiar with the new responsibilities. Thankfully, our school board works well together, and they have been very supportive, especially when I've had a memory lapse leading a public Zoom meeting and had to tell a self-deprecating story to fill time while I frantically searched my email for a resolution. While the virtual meetings have their challenges, and we are in uncharted territory, the one nice thing is it has been a few months since I received an email about the change in school start times. More than the class before you, you will face uncertainty, changes, and conflict. You will have to adapt to life in ways we did not have to previously. The job market will be shifting regularly, social distancing guidelines may vary by environment, and you will have to process many facts and opinions for some time. This can be both scary and exciting. I was recently listening to a psychologist who was giving a lecture on the purpose of life. He asked the question we all ask and should ask from time to time: what should I do with my life? His answer: find the hardest thing that you can do that results in the greatest possible good and go do it. That will wake you up in the morning. That will get you out of bed when you're tired. That will motivate you to keep going when it's hard. That will be the sunshine on a rainy day. That will be the warmth in the winter cold. That will comfort you when you're alone. That will inspire you to persevere when you would rather quit. This psychologist also said that when goals are easily reached, we become disappointed because we don't know what to do next. This is probably why so many of your teachers, guidance counselors, and parents have been challenging you to think about what you will do after graduation. When you have accomplished your goal, I challenge you to think about the hardest thing that you can do that results in the greatest possible good and go do it. If you do not have lofty ambition, you will suffer miserably. The lower the ambition, the harder it is to persevere. The higher the aim, the greater the positive emotion. That positive emotion will sustain you through difficult times. We all benefit from others who are aiming to be their best. I encourage all of you to aim for the hardest thing you can do. Not what your friend or your sibling can do, what only you can do. Do the hardest thing that results in the greatest good. We're all counting on it. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you.
Mr. Swigert, you need to be in place. And to the cameraman immediately in front of me, you're not going to want to be there much longer. With the graduates in the first row, please make your way up to the War Memorial parking lot. Our faculty attendants, parking attendants will assist you in directing you when you should leave. As the students get into position, I'd like to address a few formalities. Normally, this isn't the time where I address flying objects like beach balls and whatnot. I don't think that's going to be our issue with a CARS graduation. Nonetheless, many students have worked very hard to reach this point in their lives. Many have had to overcome extreme difficulties. Extreme difficulties for some, this will be the only graduation that they'll participate in, as their career paths will take them in other directions. We all owe them the respect of being able to have their name heard when it is read. Normally there's clapping and cheering for graduates, and we have a little bit of that with some of our staff that are up at the war, cheering them on what we're calling a victory lap. If you're in a parking spot and you want to cheer on one of your friends whose name's been called, please feel free to flash your high beams, or at most give 2 quick honks, because the last thing we want is someone else's name to be overshadowed by honking horns. So please be respectful of those graduates. Also, I heard there might be a little parade after this when we conclude. You can honk till your heart's content during that time. I have to move to the place where I'll be able to be calling the graduates' names. Before I do so, I want to thank the parents and the community for all that you have done to make this year special. Your love and care for the class of 2020 has been very evident. Thank you. We have to. I have to say the names no matter what. Let him back up a little bit. I haven't called your name. Kirsten Michelle Akla. Fredasia Lanique Alston, honors. Gabrielle Gail Althaus, honors. Cade Jesse Althaus. Christian Roberto Alvarado. Cheyenne Marie Amick. Luke Christopher Andes, honors. Austin Isaiah Andrews. Caleb Ryan Andrews. Stefano Enrique Astudillo, cum laude. Carter Michael Aten. Seth Ian Atkinson. Kylia Michelle All. Lillian Rose Bailey. Brian Daniel Barrera. Marshall Nathan Barrows II. Cameron Bigley. Blake Robert Thomas Billingsley, honors. Faith Elizabeth Rose Binamo. Maxine Elizabeth Bodnari, cum laude. Clara Bollinger, cum laude. Matthew Lloyd Booty. Vanessa Borisic, academic excellence. Brianna Bowers. Olivia Taylor Brendel, cum laude. Brielle Olivia Brock, honors. Austin James Brown, honors. Joshua David Burke. Christian Aloysius Busker, cum laude. Lorelei Irene Campbell, honors. Mary Elizabeth Campbell, cum laude, student council member. Saray Ratanak Yin Chap. Jamie Eubine Chon, cum laude, student council vice president. Carla Marie Cintron Vega. Autumn Jean Clee, cum laude. Jackson Robert Conover, cum laude. Sierra Ann Deemer, cum laude. Akea Raylan Deem, cum laude. Cameron Lee Dissinger. Vladimir Mikhail Dorokov, honors. Takes 35 to 40 minutes. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5 hours. Amber Grace Stuffney. Trevor James Dido, cum laude, student council member. Kaylee Lynn Eastburn, cum laude. Dylan Ebelhar. our own personal traffic jam. Coda Eberly. Serena Joy Eberly, summa cum laude. Chandler Cade Eby, cum laude, student council member. Madeline Eby, summa cum laude. Chandler Lee Eller. Devin Robert Eshelman. Holly Fonestock. Zachary Aaron Farlow, cum laude. My apologies, I missed over Cody James Emery, cum laude. My apologies. Wyatt Farrington, honors. Casey Ann Fosnot. Oluwafunmuke Veronica Fatusin, cum laude. Alex Fleischman, honors. Miera Christy Foran, honors. Kaylee Jordan Freeman. Brittany Marie Fry, cum laude. Katie Mayfry, honors. Mitchell Decker-Fry, honors. Thomas Scott Fulton. Brenda Galindo. Henry James Gallagher, cum laude. Colby Eugene Gantert. Lorraine Stephanie Garde Flores, cum laude. Zachary Richard Gaiman, cum laude. Gabriella Rayvon Girola Hill. Blaine Ty Getler. Rose Elaine Elizabeth Gills, honors. Celine Gomez Garcia, honors. Destiny Michelle Goodman. Jacob Alexander Gordon, academic excellence. Carson Lynn Green, cum laude. Gavin Richard Grove, cum laude. Hannah Marie Grube, cum laude. Kevin John Godala, honors. Ethan Martin Hambrick, cum laude. Rachel Bailey Hambrick, academic excellence. Elizabeth Lynn Hammond. Evan Scott Hansberry. Jordan Nathaniel Harnish, honors. Jackson Henry Hart, academic excellence. Dylan Andrew Hartman. Jacob Emmanuel Hartraft, academic excellence. Danielle Hawes. Parker Ellsworth Heberling, honors. Jerron Miles Hextall. Amber Lynn Henley, cum laude. Aubrey Madison High, cum laude. Avalon Jubilee Hill. Elizabeth Hoffman, cum laude. Callie Ryan Holloway, cum laude. Carly Jean Holochuk, summa cum laude. Kristen Homan, academic excellence. James Albert Hoover. Olivia Taylor Howell. Abigail Nicole Hurst. Alicia Noel Hurst, cum laude. Georgiana Faith Jackson. Deborah Lee Jeffers. Keith William Yarger, cum laude. Nicole Lee Johnson, academic excellence. Brianna Rose Jones. Abigail Ray Cockle, cum laude. Chloe Kearsley, honors. Caden Douglas Kiefer, cum laude. Kaylin Marie Kaiser, cum laude. Abigail May Keller, cum laude. Summer Nicole Keel, academic excellence. Timothy Seth Kitchen, cum laude. Reese Klein, academic excellence. Kaylani Elise Klopp. Samuel David Knowles, cum laude. Abigail Marie Krantz. Hannah Grace Cromer, academic excellence. Damien Michael Kabozak, honors. Elvin Jose Laguerre Seda. Jenna Elizabeth Lang. Jamie Lynn Lanza, cum laude. Dustin Michael Ledbetter. Brittany Lucille Lefevre, honors. Sanford Jax Lefevre. Dylan William James Schlegel, lead. Julia Longenecker, academic excellence. Anthony Thomas Luce. Sergei Latotsky, cum laude. Trent Eli Lutz. Jovi Taylor Lynch, cum laude. Claire Elizabeth McGill, summa cum laude. Amanda Elizabeth Mahoney. Angelina Victoria Makarenko, honors. Timothy Mancevich, honors. Autumn Elizabeth Marsh. Timothy Abijah Martell, cum laude. Alana Nicole Martin. Benjamin Randall Martin. Eliana Mae Martin, cum laude. Madison Lee Martin, honors. Mariah Nicole Martin, honors. Michael Craig Martin. Riley Von Nita Martin, cum laude. Tamira Nicole Martin. Alexis Carly Nicole Mastol. Haley Nicole McCann. Reagan Elizabeth McCarty, cum laude. Victoria Lee McPeak, cum laude. Elizabeth Gale Mendenhall, cum laude. Natalie Page Menser, honors. Marissa Leslie Messner, cum laude. Kiara Lou, Eileen Myers. Casey Starr Miller. Jade Taylor Miller. Peyton Joseph Miller, cum laude, student council member. Adrian Ray Millisock. Jaslexis Morales, honors. Nayeli Brianna Morales, honors. And Elizabeth Mowry, cum laude. Braden James Mulcahy, honors. Dakota Thomas Muma. Andrew Devin Myers, academic excellence. Christina Diane Myers. Claire Nicole Niels, academic excellence. Alan Robert Kabakungan Nelson. Rachel Dawn Newswanger. Andrea Valeria Nieves Maldonado. Marley K. Oberholzer, cum laude. Valina Auxilas. Dominic Michael Palm. Austin Joseph Papero. Tucker Webb Palmer, cum laude. Sarah Eileen Preverzov, summa cum laude. Alex Henry Perez. Mia Alexis Pueller. Julio Javier Pio Quinto, academic excellence. Hannah Elizabeth Plowmaker, academic excellence. Deshae Pottiger. Aiden Matthias Pratt. Kyle Ryan Raudenbush, cum laude. Nicholas Jeffrey Reichert. Ethan David Reimel. Lexi Ray Reinhold, cum laude. Maylene Reel. Samuel Stephen Risser, cum laude. Kaylee Marie Rissler. Madeline Rissler, honors. Dwayne Rivera Sanchez. Matthew Thomas Roberts, cum laude. Cheyenne Geneva Roberts. Jada McKee Rojas, academic excellence. Carter J. Romanu. Lucas John Rupp, honors. Rosa Sines, cum laude. Tiana Marie Santiago. Hannah Noel Santosis, cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Souter, cum laude. Camden Seibel. Ethan Cole Sensenig, honors. Jesse Serenette Sciallo. Marissa Joelle Shirk, honors. Emily Margaret Schrack. Tyler Matthew Shue, honors. Keegan Ray Simmons, cum laude. Riley Ann Simmons, cum laude. Kevin Singh, cum laude. Annie Elizabeth Slovak, academic excellence. Peter Joseph Smith, cum laude. Piper Lee Snow, cum laude. Jasmine Danae Spangler, cum laude. Isaiah Emmanuel Stewart, honors. Carissa Janine Steef. Josiah Matthew Stoltzfus. Logan Daniel Struble. Owen Robert Stahl, honors. Dante LaShawn Suppley. Janelle Marie Swaggart, honors. Alan John Swafford. Madison Sage Tice. Cole TC, honors. Destiny Lee Toro. Raymond Carl Truex, cum laude. Haley Jean Ulrich, honors. Alexis Marie Unangst, honors. Alyssa Lynn Vance, cum laude. Madison Ann Vance, cum laude. Kia Vang, academic excellence. Destiny Velasquez. Joseph Anthony Vidzicki III, cum laude. David Joseph Wegley. Brandon Thomas Walzel, cum laude. Heath Adam Weaver. Micah David Weaver, cum laude. Blake White, honors. Faith Angelisa White. Michael White. Abigail Renee Wiest, honors. Cameron Michelle Wyke, academic excellence. Ryan Williams. Danielle Lynn Wilson. Justin Elliott Whitmer, academic excellence. Drew Evan Wolf, cum laude. Tyra Ann Worthington. Seth Anthony Wright. Elizabeth Lee Young. Olivia Ann Zeiset. Winnie Zhang, academic excellence. Jacob Matthew Zimmerman. Sierra Nicole Zimmerman, honors. Abigail Laura Zoria, summa cum laude. Colin Joseph Zuner, honors. Carol Gerges, speaker, cum laude, student council president. Loy Wynn, speaker, cum laude, student council member. Khalid Brelvi, cum laude, student council member, salutatorian. Catherine Schwartz, speaker, cum laude, valedictorian. Jacob Welsh, cum laude, senior class treasurer. Hannah Camacho, honors, student council member, senior class secretary. Olivia Schmid, cum laude, senior class vice president. Last but not least, Jocelyn Umana, speaker, cum laude, student council member, senior class president. If you'd all please join your horns in unison as we congratulate the class of 2020. If I can regain your attention for a moment. At this time, EHS graduate Olivia Schmid will lead us in the singing of the alma mater.
Hail, alma mater, thee we uphold. Our ties grow stronger as the years unfold. We'll show our loyalty
In lieu of the traditional cap toss, which would end up violating social distancing rules and ruin your caps, please join us in a collective honk one more time for the class of 2020. Well, at least now we know how long it will take to do a graduation in cars. We had no idea before. At this time, I believe you are embarking on a little parade through town. I believe I was asked to have you go through the War Memorial Field, parking lot rather, like you did before. Please be patient. The students leave this parking lot in a civilized manner every day. You guys can too. Have a great night.